Hello everyone, today's speech is about the effective use of technology and strategy in modern warfare, using the Belgrade Dam strike. As a case study at 2:35 a.m. on October 29, 2025, under a low sky and dense fog, a coordinated strike was launched. 6 M142 HIMARS and 4 upgraded MLRS vehicles fired a volley of precision glide munitions. 18 guided pods, each carrying 600 pounds warheads, flew toward the Belgrade Dam control complex at nearly 300 mph. The 47-second flight ended with 3 precision impacts near the main control building. Concrete fractured and steel supports groaned as valve housings were destroyed. Water seeped, then poured across the apron. Within 60 seconds, the channel depth reached 1.6 feet, flooding infantry dugouts, soaking ammunition, and shorting out radios. This surgically precise strike had strategic consequences, reshaping the terrain and turning hydraulic infrastructure into a weapon. The ensuing flood forced the adjacent defensive belt to reposition. Less than 4 minutes after the first impact, a second wave began. From launch sites 10 miles west, 200 FPV drones, each carrying a 4.4 pounds shaped charge, took flight. They were supported by 60 larger loitering munitions and 10 unmanned surface vessels moving downstream at 28 miles per hour. Their goal was not random destruction, but to trap and confuse defenders. Russian electronic warfare units activated a Kasuka-4 jammer, disrupting 25 Ukrainian drone video feeds. However, the drones switched to an autonomous fallback mode, navigating the new waterways using sensors. A Russian Nebo M radar detected a decoy group of slower drones which a Bruk M1 air defense system engaged with 2 missiles. Believing the threat neutralized, the crew was unaware. The real swarm flew undetected 6 feet above the flooded plain, hidden by fog and ground clutter. Chaos spread as Russian infantry repositioned. BMP-3 vehicles fired into the fog, their tracers revealing their positions. Water depth soon reached 2 feet, pushing troops toward a pre-mapped fire corridor. Russian command deployed 2 Pantsir-1 air defense systems. However, floodwater distorted their radar, creating false echoes. The drone swarm exploited every engagement. Each defensive shot created a temporary gap for others to pass. The gunners were soon fighting blind in a white wall of fog and their own smoke. Ukraine's gamble succeeded. The water itself was the weapon, and the defenders' reactions revealed their positions. The final assault package included 150 high-speed FPV drones, 50 micro-ingress drones, 30 heavy loitering munitions, and 12 tandem charge platforms. Russian defenses were layered, but radar clutter from the water and wet ground masked the low-flying attackers. The assault opened with 40 decoy drones, which the Pantsir crews engaged. While they celebrated these kills, the main drone body rode the ground clutter. The Pantsir's 30mm cannons fired, but each engagement created an opening elsewhere. Loitering munitions dug from 800 feet, striking support columns, while micro-drones targeted ventilation ducts. A shaped charge breached a steel duct, and a subsequent explosion created a plasma jet that punched through structural barriers. Internal fires ignited, triggering a chain reaction in the ammunition holding area. Secondary explosions were violent, with thermal readings exceeding 1/800 Fef. Blast wave buckled blast doors, allowing drones to stream inside. The brigade headquarters lost all communications, and coordination vehicles were isolated on saturated ground. The goal was not to destroy all armor, but to paralyze command and sever logistics. The outcome was immediate command paralysis and a localized tactical collapse. The operation destroyed tens of millions of dollars in infrastructure and neutralized thousands of artillery rounds. It was an engineered collapse of systems, sensors, and supply. By 10 a.m. the valley was a basin of still black water and burning debris. The main railway line was submerged, and around 6,000 Russian troops were trapped without resupply. A secondary strike later hit repair teams, ensuring the flood persisted. Moscow described the technical failure, but seismic and satellite data revealed the tactical decapitation. The $3 million Ukrainian operation inflicted over $100 million in damage, forced a division's evacuation, and triggered a strategic retreat across a 30-mile sector. It proved a modern strike can destroy an enemy by drowning its command and logistics.